I think I'm accidentally single-handedly bringing back wispy bangs. Like, I didn't mean for this to happen, but I think it's kind of maybe possibly working for me. I don't know. All right, so here's the dealio. I was gonna do this when I actually had something like planned out and was going to sit down like during the day and do this, but I feel like I'm in it right now and I need to do this now. I think I'm gonna start a Saturn return diaries diary because I'm starting my Saturn return and that shit is not fun. I'm not having a good time. And what's annoying about it is that I have a day chart, so honestly, Saturn shouldn't be that rude to me. But alas, I'm feeling all of the Saturn things. I'm feeling constricted and fearful and limited and confined and isolated and all of that stuff. And I just thought that maybe I should just be like raw about it. And this is how I'm feeling, so I just grabbed my phone and started recording. For anyone who's unfamiliar with a Saturn return, it's essentially when Saturn gets to the same place that it was at the time that you were born. And your first Saturn return is a time of kind of having like a really big life reality check where Saturn does its Saturn things and makes you really kind of like reevaluate the last 27 to 29 years of your life and really makes you come to terms with where you're at and forces you to kind of like grow up a little bit. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And I'm really feeling it. And my mental health has been pretty bad. That's not to say that in your Saturn return, your mental health is going to be bad. This is just my experience. And I also have mental health problems, so whatever. It's just really hard. So I think I'm gonna document it and just document how I'm feeling and kind of go from there. And I'll just check in periodically with you all. I'm a Sagittarius rising and I can't shut the hell up and I have to put everything that I'm feeling on the internet, I guess. This is my cat. Ow. They say that cats are Saturnian. They say that cats are Saturnian. What do we think? Saturnian or not? Are you a Saturnian kitty? Anyway, I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna document this Saturn return journey. All right, so just checking in, I guess. I spent the morning at my local coffee shop working on the Hellenistic astrology course because I'm really behind and I want to like start getting that shit done. And I need some new workout clothes and like yoga clothes. So I'm gonna go check out Old Navy. I've been really good this year at like thrifting the majority of the clothes that I buy, but there's just something about buying like new athletic wear that just feels right to me. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm starting to feel myself like come out of the slump a little bit. And so hopefully I'm gonna do a little shopping, get my oil changed, and clean my apartment maybe. So that's kind of what's up today on this Sunday, Sun's Day, if you will. Yeah, we're gonna go into, oh my God, I thought my ex-boyfriend's mom was getting out of the car in front of me, but we're just gonna do that. And hopefully this day is gonna feel a little better, set up my week better than it was last week. And yeah, so here we go. Okay, so Old Navy was like the biggest bust. It looked promising because there was a 50% off sign And I was like, hell yeah, shit's gonna be 50% off. Whoa. And then I went in and there was like nothing in the athletic wear section. Stop beeping. And there's nothing in the athletic wear section. And what they did have, I tried on, and it was just like a little weird. Like everything just fit really weird. And I don't necessarily want to buy from Aloe again, just because they are so expensive, but they're like consistently the only place that has stuff that fits well. Although I don't know what they're doing right now, because it's like they're starting to branch into just like regular clothes when they're like an athletic wear company. So I don't really know what's going on with them, but I might check out their website to see if I can get any good deals. But now I'm gonna go get my oil changed. Okay, I got my oil changed. I'm back home, and I got this shirt over a week late that I was supposed to get for my birthday. So I guess we'll just do a little open reveal on camera. It's so cute. I'm so bummed that it didn't get here in time for my birthday. It's a little see-through, but it says, "It's time to dance." Cute. Don't know when I'm gonna wear this now, that it's not my birthday, but we'll find something. Anyway, this vlog is like totally all over the place. That's okay, right? Because this is my channel and I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I thought I would talk a little bit more about why I want to do this, because when I recorded the other night, I was recording like from a raw and kind of like emotional space, and now I'm feeling a little bit better. I started to talk about the Saturn return and what that means in that like raw emotional vlog, but I didn't really like articulate myself well. So the Saturn return happens every 27 to 29 years. And it takes Saturn about 29 years to orbit around the sun, which is why it takes that amount of time. But the reason it's that range of 27 to 29 is because you can start feeling your Saturn return typically when Saturn enters the sign that it was in when you were born. So right now Saturn is in Aquarius and my natal Saturn is in Aquarius, but my natal Saturn is at like a really late degree of Aquarius. So I'm not getting my exact Saturn return right now, but Saturn is back in the sign that it was in when I was born. So you start to feel it and the themes start to come up. So as I may or may not have mentioned in that video the other day, Saturn is the planet of like limitations, boundaries, cautions, fears. It's like a container. And when we think of the planet Saturn itself, it's contained by its rings. And it can be like a really cold and isolating planet. It's not called the Greater Malefic for nothing. And when one has their Saturn return, it's kind of like a reality check that no one wants, but everybody needs, if you will. And so I just thought that I would kind of, as I'm like starting my Saturn return, would start this kind of diary of how I'm feeling and kind of what's coming up in my life. So I have Saturn in my third house of communication, neighbors, local environment, like early childhood learning, like those kinds of things. And so for me, what's kind of coming up is this big thing of wanting to move, actually, which I would say is more of a fourth house theme for sure, but I'm starting to really consider what I want my local environment to look like and what I want that space to be for me and what I want my like neighborhood to be. And where I'm at in Cleveland right now is just like not it. And I'm feeling myself being pulled towards New York City and Denver. And I know those are two very different things, but right now I'm being pulled towards both for various reasons. And I'm just like not sure what I want at this time or like what I need, because it's not just about what I want, but it's also about what I need. And it's really hard to discern what decisions are mine and what decisions are influenced by societal pressure, if that makes sense. I'm a 9th house Leo sun, and I always want to do like the big and the bold thing. And New York to me is the big and the bold thing. But then Denver has like a really robust astrology community, which I think is cool. It's close to the mountains, and it would be less of like an abrupt lifestyle change for me. Coming from Cleveland, like if I were to go to New York, I would sell my car. I would, be in like a really small space, most likely. Whereas Denver, I would probably have a little bit more space. I wouldn't sell my car. Currently, I have a pretty nice sized apartment. I have my own car. And there's like little things that you have to think of. Like in New York, you have to think about how something as simple as running to Target can be like a big deal, because if you're buying a lot of stuff, you have to carry that stuff home. Whereas in a place like Cleveland or in Denver, like you just throw that stuff in your car and drive home. So there's a lot of stuff to think about and a lot of different factors that I have to include in my like pro-con list to discern what is comfortably uncomfortable enough for me and what is like too much discomfort to the point of debilitation, if that makes sense. So it's hard, and I don't know exactly what to do yet, and I might not know exactly what to do for a while, but yeah. So anyway, consider this the first episode, the first episode, if we want to call it, of the Saturn return diaries, for lack of a better title. And yeah, that's what I got for you all. Bye.